in. It is Monday night. It is Monday motivation. And guys, not only do we have a topic tonight, but we have a very, very, very special guest. And I am super excited to bring on with us. I know people will start coming in as they get the notification. So we're not going to start right off the bat. So wait for a few people to get the notification and come on in. If you do not know who I am Pamela, aka Scooterrenee, and I'm your host for Monday Motivation, as I am for all Monday Motivation. So welcome in. Grab you a comfy seat, grab you a drink of your choice. Let's get ready to be motivated tonight. Make sure you do all the YouTube things. You subscribe to my channel, that you ring the bell for all notifications so you know when I go live or upload new content. And if you wouldn't mind, do a thumbs up on your way in, on your way out. It doesn't matter. Just get the thumbs up in there, and I would be gratefully appreciative of that, as well as my guest tonight. So, again, welcome. I am so excited, as I already said, to bring this special lady up to share with you guys. She just is so inspiring to me, and just contagious is what she is. Her whole attitude about life and everything is just contagious. You can't help but get excited about life and everything. So I see we got a couple of people popping on in saying hello. So hello, Joanne McGuire. Welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. Lisa D, how are you? I'm so glad to see you. Welcome, welcome. Tammy Dream Chaser, welcome in. I'm glad to see you as well. Echo. Welcome in. Good to see you. I hope you are doing well, my friend. I hope the weight loss and everything is going super good for you. It's been a little challenge on this end, but I'll get it. We got Nancy Smith here. Hello, Nancy. Welcome in. So good to see you. So welcome. If you are new to my channel, I hope you'll come back. We do Monday Motivation every Monday at 8 p.m. Central, unless it's a holiday or, something goes on or whatever. All my OGs, you know who you are, as I just welcome you. Welcome in. Good to see you as well. And the playback crew, welcome. Thank you for watching the playback. Again, this would not even be possible without the people that watch the playback. So if you are the playback crew, leave me a comment after tonight's episode, because I think everybody's going to get a little motivated tonight. So as I said, tonight is a very special night. Not only are we discussing the topic of the almighty decision, shall I say, but we have a very special guest with us. I'm excited again to say that I'm going to share her with you guys. As I stated a while ago, her smile and her excitement for life is just absolutely contagious. You can't help but smile when she's in the same room with you. Heck, I can't help but smile when I'm on the phone with her. So if you can imagine how kinetic that is, just being on the phone with her, then you can only imagine what it's like to be with her in person. So she has had many successful business ventures, and I'm sure there will be more that she will come out with. I think it's even quoted. I got this from Amazon, by the way. I think it's even quoted over there on Amazon that she is a serial entrepreneur. My kind of lady, let me tell you. She is a fitness instructor, motivator. She owned her own fitness center and faith-based wellness back from 2000 to 2019. She still helps motivate people and encourage and train those people who still want to get into better shape. Her and her husband are the co-creators and host of Amazing Couples Game Show. She is one of the founders of Friends Girl in the Rock, which is a Christian women's group for all of us women to come together and help support, encourage, and network with each other. And I'm proud to say that I am a part of that group as well. She is a graduate. There's Cool Ranch. I got to say hello. There's my Cool Ranch. There's my sister. Welcome in. She is a graduate of an Agape School of Worldly Evangelism and Missionary Baptist Seminary. And I found this interesting tidbit when I was researching her and everything. But she is a 2019 FBI Citizen Academy graduate. So do not mess with this woman, I tell you. Do not mess with her. She will find you. She also holds several certifications in fitness and nutrition. She is a best-selling author of several books: A Divine Connection, 8 Years of Unforgettable History, Bookworms, and perhaps my favorite, because I own a copy, and that is Girl Power. And she is on her way of releasing Girl Power 2 soon. And I'm so excited about that, guys. She is also the mother of 2 adult children, 3 young adult grandchildren. And get this, guys, get this. She has been married to the love of her life, Mr. Honeybun, for 50 years. So, like, that is incredible to me. So, guys, please give a warm welcome, some hearts in the chat to my special guest tonight, one that I'm proud to call my friend, Mrs. Phyllis Hodges. Click on the right button here. There we go. There she is, guys. So welcome in, my friend. Now, I know I gave a lot of information about you, about your background and stuff, but go ahead and share more about yourself. And guys, there's a little bit of delay.
Wow, girl, you said it all. And thank you for inviting me.
Yes.
This is good. What else can I say? You said it all.
Well, I mean, like, I'm curious about the whole FBI thing. Like, how did you get into that?
Oh, wow. Let me go all the way back. I'm just excited because God woke me up this morning, allowed me to venture out today. I was been biting my fingernails because I very seldom have a yucky day. Today was wild and scary almost, but I will talk to everybody regarding this smile. It's contagious, y'all. The joy of the Lord is my strength. I'm grateful for everything that God has blessed me with. And yes, I am an entrepreneur, but before that, I am a serial entrepreneur. Let's see, let's go all the way back with Honeybun. I was 16. He was 22. We were kids, and we are senior citizens now.
Oh, love it. Oh, and I love him. He is just so sweet.
He's a jewel, and I'm very grateful. So Honeybun and I got started very young in life. Then we birthed 2 amazing adult children, and out of that union, 3 amazing young adult grandparents. Now talking about the grandchildren. So you put us all together, family oriented is number 1.
There you go. Yes. Love it. Now, in her book, she mentions that.
I think you asked how.
Go ahead.
I think you asked a few minutes ago, how did the FBI get started?
Yes, yes.
Okay. It was a referral regarding my background. I accepted the nomination. I attended the school. It was life-changing. The things that we had to learn, the things that we had to do, places that God allowed us to go. And upon graduation, that was 2019. And then I had an opportunity to refer my Honeybun. So both of us were the title as FBI graduates of the academy. Woo!
I love it. I love it. Yay. So, now, as I was going to say, in her book, she mentions that we all need to use our girl power, and I'm sure
on this end, there's a lot of hesitation, and I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of going back and forth because it happens even right before you're speaking. So yeah, if everybody can just bear with us, we'll get through this. Um, but in her book, the girl, I'm sure there's probably boy power and man power, but we're talking about girl power here. Um, I feel that this is what my Monday motivation has been about from the beginning, to stay calm, rest, and have fun things to be involved in. And this is a place for us to lift each other up, a place to come and relax and learn how to keep a positive mindset when things in the world are just downright can be ugly at times and people can be so negative. Um, and to have a good time and laugh and everything. So, below in the description, if you would like to order Girl Power book, I have put the link to where you can go and actually order her book. And I'm also going to paste it here in the chat as well here in just a second. I promise you're going to love this book. I also like it because it's big print. And guys, I'm getting old. That big print comes in handy for me. So, Phyllis, can you give us more details on the Girl Power book? Because I have loved what I have read, and I think my audience would love to know more as well.
Thank you again for this opportunity. Girl Power is a part of a series. It started with 8 years of unforgettable history, and then Girl Power, and in a few days, Girl Power 2. Yes, Girl Power 2. And a lot of products. I'm going to show you something.
I love it.
Yes, Girl Power has our power scarf. And this is something that I read. If a woman is able to give birth, create life, we can actually create the way we want to live. Think about that. If we're able to create life, give birth, look at our surroundings. We should be able to create an opportunity not only for ourselves, but for others. Now, that is when we talk about girl power. And when we talk about girl power, a lot of people know these individuals. That's okay. Then you turn the book over. You will probably know the individuals at the bottom. And that's yours truly right there. We're right over here. But I'm wearing my nappy now. And that's whatever. Mama Rose right there. And I want everybody to look in the mirror. Look in the mirror and see yourself beautifully and wonderfully made. We need to stop comparing ourselves to other people, wanting to be exactly like them. God made us beautifully, wonderfully made. He created us. And that's what I want the ladies, not only the ladies, guys, I want you to recognize that too. We are a special generation, a special group of individuals, and we can do all things through Christ, which strengthens us. I listened to the bio that my sweet friend Pamela, I call her Pamela, you all call her Scooter. She's Pamela to me. It's something about a name. She's so pretty. She looked like a Pamela. I don't see a Scooter there. I see a beautiful Pamela there. So let me tell you this, everybody. Pamela and I, we just recently met. I don't know a lot about this, but spirit knows spirit. Don't get connected with anybody. Or no, don't get connected with anybody. Be led by the Spirit. Pamela, this young lady has given me an opportunity to share these series. And I must say, as of today, this book here, Girl Power, is being transferred, composed to Braille. Did you hear me? Braille. So the young, I'm back. So this book is going to bless so many individuals. visuals.
Yes. And Phyllis is working her booty off and getting this into people's hands. I got to be a part of her putting in the gift shops at the state capitol here in Little Rock. There's been several schools, a pharmacy, and now the Arkansas School of Blind, putting in Braille so young girls and older girls as well can be able to read and tap into this. I think it's just awesome work. Anything else you want to share on that, Phyllis? Uh-oh, did I lose her? Oh, are you there? All right. While we wait for Phyllis, I don't know if it's her internet or my internet.
Pamela,
or what.
can you?
Now I can hear you. Yes.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay, I can see you now. And
okay.
And again, when it comes to technology can be really wild and crazy. So right now, I'm going to speak to the technology. I'm going to tell it to line up with the word. I'm going to tell it to act right, because what we have to share, Pamela and myself, you don't want to miss it. But at the same time, if you miss anything, I'm sure you will be able to go back to the replay and catch it all. Or you can call me direct. Baby, let's talk on the phone. Let's make it happen. Go to my website and check out this book. Again, Pamela asked me in the beginning to share some things. I'm going to brag. Pamela, can I brag a little bit?
Go right ahead. Yes.
I can brag. I'm going to brag on Jesus, okay? The series, 8 Years of Unforgettable History, Girl Power, and Girl Power 2. We're in 50 school districts. I didn't say schools. I said districts. We're in 20 libraries, public libraries. But guess what? When you go to the library, you're renting these books. You have to take it back. Go to the website, purchase your own personal copy. And we're also in 15 museums. Oh, yeah. And out of all of the museums, I'm so grateful to say we're in the FBI Quantico Library in Virginia.
Wow.
Yes. That's 8 years of unforgettable history. With all of this being said, God did it. He'll do it for me. He will do it for you all. All of you viewers, just by connecting to Pamela Scooterrenee, as you all know her, stay connected. You can really learn a lot from this young lady. Yes, she will make you shine. She'll sit back, but baby, that halo is so large on her, she's going to shine anyway. And I'm just, again, so elated to be a part of her life. She don't know it, but we're sisters from another mother.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And so you just give me chills every time you talk and everything.
So let me ask you something, Pamela. I'm so accustomed to interviewing. You tell me, what do you like about Girl Power when you read it?
I just like being able to see different views of life and how people have overcome things that they have gone through their life. Now, I will have to say my most favorite story in the book, though, has got to be your story, because to me, it's just powerful. Having my granddaughter and everything and going through that, it has taught me so much. And, it's so relatable. And I mean, I just love your story. And I love how Honeybun was not scared to take a chance on making you his woman. I just love it. So I have to say that has to be my favorite story out of the whole book.
Wow. Okay. We're not going to tell the viewers anything about the story. To read about the story, to find out about the story, you cannot get Pamela's book and share it. You need to get your own hardback. I think Pamela has a paperback, and you can also get the ebook. Yes. Now check this out. Since we're talking about honey bun, watch this, y'all. Watch this. Can I bring it up? Can I bring it up?
Yep.
That's me. That's me and honey bun.
Look.
That's us. That's us, y'all. We're grown. I got to find one of the 16-year-old ones, okay?
Oh, and he is
put this back
he
up
is
here.
total opposite Phyllis. She is all excited and happy and like going from here to there, everywhere, and he's just laid
Pamela,
back,
wait a minute.
smiling.
Pamela, wait a minute. Now, Pamela, this is
Uh-oh.
see that.
Oh. Now, is that you and him? Is that Mr. Honeybun? Hold on, guys. We got that delay there. If that's Mr. Honeybun, I can't believe he's got long hair. Hey, Selena, welcome in. Good to see you. Can you hear me now? Okay, was that
I can now. Did you hear me, Pamela? That was us. I was 16. He was 22. 1974. Dun 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 dun.
That was the year I was born, right?
Okay, that was a very good year.
I can't believe he had long hair. That just blows my mind. I can see why you snatched him up. He was a good looking, well, I mean, he still is, but he was a good looking young man back then, too.
Oh, honey. That's the reason I call him Honey Bun. Yes, and I don't know, Pamela, you didn't mention, but during COVID, well, we actually sold our health and wellness center in 2019, a year before COVID. And during COVID, we co-wrote our book called Bookworms. So he's an author now himself.
He is. I didn't even realize that.
Yes. Yeah, we love books. We love books, and it actually changes individuals' lives when you go deep into reading, whether it's reading about food or reading about love, romance, music, travel. You can just experience so many different genres, and that's what we love to do.
Yes. I love to read too. I've always had a passion for reading ever since I was little. So,
yes.
So guys, I also wanted Phyllis here tonight as we discuss tonight's topic, the almighty decision. I felt that Phyllis would have some great insights on this topic about making decisions even when it's been hard and uncomfortable at times. So stick around because Phyllis will be sharing more. So we are in the last part of the book that we've been breaking the topics out of. You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. So if you want your copy, I've also posted a link down at the bottom in the description. But guys, we're almost done with this book. These are the last few chapters for tonight and rest of June, and it's in part 5 of the book. And they're all going to be about how to kick some booty is what we're going to be talking about. So I'm sure there have been plenty of us that have had to make hard decisions in our life, whether it be for personal reason or business reason. And some of us might have found ourselves so committed to a decision that we had to make, but found out that we weren't that committed because as it got harder to do, as we set out to do it, we got uncomfortable. And so we bowed out and we said, nope, ain't making that decision, not doing that. Mm-mm. So you've all heard this line in a song, or someone might even said it to you. How bad do you want it? So how bad do you need it? How bad do you want it? And we're going to be looking at that from making decisions that we need to make in our lives today. So real quick, guys. Yeah, guys, just bear with us as we work through this whole internet thing. Pause the spot thought, until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. The moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. And that was quoted by W.H. Murray. And then another quote, so often we pretend we made a decision when what we've really done is signed up to try until it gets too uncomfortable. How many of us have been in that boat, right?
Yeah.
So Winston Churchill said, success consists of going from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. That one's a deep one too.
Yes.
There are plenty of times when we all get a brilliant idea and we think, this is it, I'm going for it, nothing's going to stop me. And then it temporarily fails, or it pushes us into unfamiliar, uncharted territory. We get uncomfortable and we're like, maybe not. How many of you think that if you had an idea that you could present it to people who knew better than you, how many would have the guts to still speak to those people? Or how about not feeling good about how you look, or the shape you're in, and you want to be committed to losing weight or getting in better shape? Could you sacrifice your sleeping in or after work time? How many of you think that you could do what you needed to do, right? So I have a two-part question for you, Phyllis. Are you a set your mind and go after it?
Okay.
Which I know you are, but are you? And I'm sure you've had a time where you had a belief and an idea, and maybe it didn't go as you thought it would, but you pressed forward regardless of how uncomfortable it was. Might have became, or maybe you gave up on it. But can you share a time when you might have had that situation as well?
Yes, thanks for asking that question. I think back in 1992, I, along with another gentleman, we were the first minorities. I, African American, and I think he was Iranian, I believe, but we were the first assistant directors of War Memorial Fitness Center. We opened up War Memorial Fitness Center in 1992, and a lot of people don't know that. So to answer your question, I worked there as the fitness specialist, co-director for almost 6 to 7 years. At that particular time, I said, the season is up. I need to open up my own business. So in 2000, my husband and I opened up the first faith-based wellness center in North Little Rock, Arkansas, in the Argenta district. The title, Carousel Fit for Life Wellness Center. Now, looking at me, a senior citizen, I just turned the beautiful 66. And let me tell you all, I detest exercise. I hate it, but I make the sacrifice. I like the way it makes me feel. I like the look, But do I like all of the calisthenics? No. Do I like all of the cardio? No. Do I become sore a lot of times? Yes. Do I do it anyway? Yes. Do I get sick and tired of it? Yes. Do I stop? No, because I have a goal in mind. So it started with me. If I want to live to see 120 amazing years, not on any medication, here I am, not on anybody's medication. I have to put the right things in this temple. A few minutes ago, you see I have my blinged out cup, and I'm going to make this water taste good. I'm going to make it look good. I'm going to make it taste good. And I need to drink the water for my temple in terms of eating. I'm going to try my best to eat my very best. Do I like vegetables all the time? No, but I eat it. Yes, because I know, baby, in the morning I'm going to get up energized. I'm going to get up ready to work the yard, the land that God blessed us with. So there's certain things you must do when it comes to being a writer, being an author. Well, I think about it. Sometimes you have to give up some things. Sometimes you got to pull away and focus on the subject matter. I could be on a vacation. I could be shopping. I could be laying in, but I know I'm on a deadline. So to get Girl Power 2 on the stand, I got to scratch off a lot of things and focus on what's important. You got to work hard, so pretty soon you can play hard.
That's right. Yes. So this is how you know if something is important. In the book, she says, and I'm talking about this book right here. In the book, she says, if you made a decision that you were going to reach your goals, you would do whatever it takes, whatever it took to do it. And if you merely wanted to, but hadn't made the firm decision to, you can just turn your back or roll over, hit the snooze clock one more time, convincing yourself that life is fine just the way it is. So this is where being connected to your desire and where you draw your energy from, as Phyllis was saying, and having an unshakable belief in the not yet seen becomes so critical. If you guys will remember, I've always said if I'm going to fail at something, I want to fail falling forward to it. I do. That's how I look at it. I want to be able to continue to see the goal that I've set in front of myself. I want to be able to see it even if I'm failing at it. And maybe I have to reroute or go in a different direction. But if I'm falling forward, then I keep my eyes on the goal that I've set for myself. Nobody can get to the top of the mountain.
I like that.
Go ahead.
I like that, Pamela, because even, I don't care what your career is, it won't be just rosy every day. Thinking about me being an author, every day I would not be able to sell these thousands of books every day. I wish. But in the meantime, while people are contemplating, am I going to order the book, or, well, I already have the book, let me order it for somebody else. While they're contemplating on that, I'm working on other products. So one of my products is that beautiful scarf. Baby, if you don't have the book to read, go ahead and get that fancy scarf and dress like a successful businesswoman. Whether it's the scarf, we have the earrings, we have different products, but do not go into a slump just because one particular product or one goal, you haven't reached it quite yet, but soon and very soon, you have no time not to do it. You must do it.
Yes. I mean, you're hitting right on all the points tonight. Let me tell you. And nobody can get to the top of the mountain without falling on his face over and over again. there have been very well-known people that you and I both know that have had temporary failures. So look at Michael Jordan as one of them. He couldn't even make varsity on his high school basketball team for lack of skill. What? Like the dude has some skill, but couldn't make it on his high school basketball team. And I'm just curious though, Phyllis, have you ever met him in person? Because you've met a lot of people. Oh, I think she might have frozen. Oh, there she is. Did you hear the question? Have you ever met Michael Jordan? All right, we'll come back to it. But how about like Thomas Edison, who was dubbed as an adult by his teacher? Tried thousands of experiments.
Have I ever met Michael Jordan? Is that the question?
Yeah, that was the question. Have you have you ever met him? That was the question. Oh no.
Pamela?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. I think you asked the question. You were talking about Michael Jordan?
Yes. Have you ever
Yes,
met him?
I had mentioned I've read several of, not in person, but I've read several of his books and his bio. It's amazing, talking about almost what I call rags to riches.
Yes. Very much so. Yes. But I mean, look at him. He didn't stop. He didn't let high school tell him that he wasn't ever going to make it. He wasn't going to be a part of NBA and all that. I mean, the man is phenomenal. And then as I was sharing about Thomas Edison, he was dubbed as adult by his teacher. Tried thousands of experiments before he ever got to creating the light bulb. He didn't give up, and look what he did. So come on, people. There are many others, but there's only so much time for me to share with you guys. The only failure is quitting. That's the only failure. And everything else is just gathering information. So the one that I worked hard for was my goal to get my bachelor's degree from the same university that my stepdad did. I went in 93 to 94 to Warsaw Tech University, and then life happened. But I kept the goal ahead of me, and I accomplished that at age 45. I'm very darn proud of that. I finished what I started, which has always been a big thing for me, to teach my kids that you finish what you started. But I wanted that degree so badly enough that and decided I was going to get it and nothing was going to stop me. Same thing with weight loss. You just need to remember that you can do anything that you set your mind to in getting what you want, even the things that you presently think are out of your reach. The key to people that are living
another thing.
Go ahead.
Another thing and another person, it's a product called WD-40. And I don't know, have you or the viewers, if they're familiar with that spray. It's something like an oil if something is rusty or can't open. Well, WD, those were two entrepreneur guys. They were partners in business. And the purpose of that W, that's one of their last names. The D is the other one's initial. But the 40, they actually failed 40 times before the product became a success. So don't give yourself a number, oh, I failed 2 or 3 times. Baby, whatever it takes, keep on moving, and you'll be able to say, look at what God has done, because a lot of times we take the credit. None of this here wouldn't be possible without the God I serve. And none of this, even with the technology, would be possible, because I can't be all over the map. I can't be at Pamela's home. I can't be at the viewer's home on a regular basis or on your job site. So God created in somebody's mind how to put all of this technology together. And even though sometimes it makes you want to pull your hair out because it can be crazy, but hang on in here and watch what happens with this technology. We're in Tanzania, we're in Turkey, we're all over the map because of technology. So don't give up, people. Please don't give up.
That's right. And the key to the people that are living the life that you want to live, that you dreamed about having, is they decided to go for it. They stopped listening to their tired old
Yes.
excuses, and they changed their lousy habits, and they got
Yes.
a moving. Right, Phyllis? When you agree with
Mhm.
that, they just got moving. So
Exactly. You just got to do it. And you have to put, well, what did the Bible talk to us about? Sometimes you're going to learn and have to learn to encourage yourself. Sometimes we won't have a Pamela. Sometimes you won't have these viewers in your corner to say, go girl, you got this. Life happens to all of our families. And what happens? Are you going to wait up until everything get perfect? It'll never happen. So put that dress on. Ask Honey Bun to zip you up. Put those earrings on. Put a little powder on. Smile sometimes when you don't feel like smiling. Wipe the tears and keep going. And when you get the finished product, you'll be able to say, yes, I did this. I did it without any money. I did it without any education. I did it without any family support. I did it and I wasn't feeling my personal best. And I did it because of God. God gave me the strength to do all of this. Now, sometimes we are blessed and we have the Pamelas in our lives. Sometimes we got all the degrees on the wall, don't even know how to look at a thermometer and tell the temp, but we got all the degrees on the wall. Sometimes we have the best of health, but at the same time, we're sick and tired of being sick and tired. Whatever the case is, get off of your rusted, dusty, quit complaining, quit trying to find an excuse, because that's what it is. It's an excuse. You can do it. If Pamela can do it, if I can do it, all of you amazing viewers, y'all got this. Let's do this together, y'all. Let's do this together, okay? Power, power, girl power.
yes, yes. See, y'all see why I love her. Like, I mean, she could take everything and just turn it into a different look. I love it. I love it. So the author gives us 5 ways to be able to reach our goals and to get out of listening to our excuses and changing the lousy habits. Number 1, want it bad. Want it bad. 3 simple words. You've heard the saying that monkey's on your back. We've all heard that saying. You need to have a 10-ton gorilla of desire behind your decision, or else you're just going to wimp out the second things get hard. You can't just talk the talk without walking the walk. And if you're going to push through the big obstacles to reach your goal, you can't just want to want to. You've got to be in a full-on, and this is where I think of Phyllis, you got to be in a full-on tizzy of excitement about what it is that you're going after, and hold on to it like a pit bull. Don't let go of it. When I lost a lot of weight, when I was diagnosed the first time with diabetes, and before my losses, and all of y'all were part of that back then too, I was zeroed in. If y'all remember, I was zeroed in on my goal. I was focused, and I had blinders on, and that I was working out on Mondays and Thursdays with my personal trainer. I was doing the water aerobics, and that no one was going to stop me unless they were bleeding or dying. Those were my days. That was mine. Nobody could take those away from me. You have to have what is one of my favorite words in the whole vocabulary, is you have to have the audacity to be honest about what you really want to do. Not what you should do, You got to believe in yourself, and that is
Yes.
available to you, and go for it. Phyllis, what have you wanted bad enough that you weren't going to let anything stop you from getting it? Because I've already witnessed what you're doing with girl power. I mean, you're taking this all to the next level. So, what else have you wanted bad enough that you just weren't going to stop until you got it?
Well, you were my guest the other day when we announced to the world that our book is now being sold at the state capitol in the gift shop. That was something that I wanted for so long, and I continue. Sometimes the people that I wanted to visit to introduce, they weren't in, or they were too busy, or I got some no's and all of that. So timing is everything. So I kept on knocking, but I'm a very visual person. Again, I love the blings. I love the richness because I know God said I was wealthy. Think about wealthy. Wealthy is not just money. Wealthy is in your health. Wealthy is in your family. When you go in the other room of your house, there's supposed to be some peace in there, okay? That's wealth. So I'm drinking out of the bling bling, but not all the time. I don't want the bling bling. Okay, shut it down. And then I have to get a cup. And like this cup here, it says, if you can dream it, you can do it. But the cute part about this, guess what? Look at this cup. There's a flaw here, but nobody can see it. There's no handle. There's no handle on this cup. But I knew this is an amazing cup. Just because it don't have a handle, that's okay. Baby, I like the wording, and I read it to myself. If you, and I put my name in there, Phyllis, if you can dream it, girl, you can do it. You can be it. Hold it with both hands. It may be hot. That's okay. It may be cold. Woo! But keep on holding it. Don't let go of your dream. Do not let go of your dream. And even thinking about the places that the books are in. Oh my God. If I get to naming the locations, you would say, what? Yes, yes. And then not only visit the schools, but now I'm visiting the mayors. When I leave the mayor's office, they are penning us with their signature pen. When we leave their office, they're getting information on us. They're writing proclamations to us. This is Girl Power Day when we made it to this city or this town. And by the way, today, if you're watching it live, excuse me, if you're watching it live, this is Monday. On Wednesday, we will be in Camden Fairview School District. And every place I travel with my sidekick, Mama Rose. Baby, if you have a Mama Rose, you better tell Mama Rose to grip your arm. Mama Rose is 86, and baby, she's traveling and reaping the benefits. She's looking at her daughter live her dreams. She's side by side with her daughter because she prayed in my ear. She whispered in my ears. And that's what we're doing for you viewers. I can't see you, but I can tell you, you can do all things through Christ, which strengthens you. You may be a pastor. You may be an author. You may be a mother with just going home every day, just watching over your babies. There's no position that's not important. Whatever it is, you know, do it to the very best of your ability, because it takes all of us. It takes all of us to make this world go round and round. And I'm going to tell you what I'm sick and tired of. I'm sick and tired of all these meetings that you go to that there's not any diversity. You need women of all shades and colors, all sizes and shapes. Everybody is not a Barbie doll. Okay? Everybody is not that small. What do small has to do with anything? Like, what was that Tina Turner said? What do love have to do with it? Baby, baby, baby. That's a, that's a whole nother story. I want to be able to sit at the table that is not just women, but some men are there too. I want to be able, let me see, Pamela be back on in just a few minutes because I don't want her to miss.
I'm here.
Pamela?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes, it was pausing, and I paused because I said this is for Pamela as well. Pamela invited me on here. This is not just for the viewers. This is for Pamela also. Pamela had a challenging day just as well. So for everything that tried to stop Pamela today, I speak it into existence. Everything is going to come back double fold. And I know we're not the only one that's probably pulled our hair out today or tried to or wanted to, but viewers, you too. We're all humans. Look at that and say, I mean, it just happened. It was supposed to happen. And put your big girl undies back on. Yep. Zip your dress back up. Guys, zip your pants up, brush your shoes off, and let's get it started all over again, okay? Let's do this. We can do this together. Pamela and yours truly.
Hey, Casey, welcome in. Good to see you. And then just real quick, Selena was talking about that she went back and got her high school diploma at 23 years old, and she did it 2 years in one, fighting cancer, but she did it, and she's so proud of that diploma. So there you go.
Oh, see? Congratulations, Selena. Yes. What a blessing.
Number 2, get good at it. Get good at it. When I decided to get in shape and get out of the diabetes zone, I had to cut off, as Phyllis mentioned earlier tonight, I had to cut off everything that could or would distract me. And to decide literally means cut off. How many of us at times have been so scared to make the wrong decision? And if that's you, I would like for you to put me in chat. If you have been one that's been scared to make the wrong decision before, put me in chat. And Phyllis, have you ever been scared of making the wrong decision? Or have you always been this confident?
Oh, yeah. I've had those moments of being afraid, but what I would do with that moment of being afraid, I would look at it as it was a bad pill, like a pill, you take some medicine. I was looking at it like a pill, and I was saying, let me go ahead and take this pill because I know I'm going to feel better. I know I'm going to have more strength. I know I'm going to look better. Let me go ahead and take this pill. And then I did it afraid. I did it being nervous. And when it was all said and done, for instance, I'm a marathon girl. Don't like to run, but I love to speed walk. And when I first started doing marathons, at the beginning, I would come home, I'm crying, I'm hopping, I'm hurting. And my son looked at me one day and he said, Mom, now let me ask you a question. Are anybody paying you to do marathons? I said, no. He said, well, Mom, are they making you do this? Do they have a gun on you making you do this? I said, He said, why are you doing it? I said, because I'm proving to this temple, it's not in control. I'm in control of those feet, legs, my whole body, and I can do all things, and I'm going to do it. And he looked at me and he said, wow. Well, okay, Mama, let me go ahead and run you some bath water. And I said, thank you, son. If you don't run it, Honey Bun is going to run it. But, baby, I need to get in the tub.
And speaking of, I haven't never done a marathon, but I have done plenty. Well, I say plenty. I've done 4 half marathons. And let me tell
Okay,
you, yeah, it's like painful, so painful. But I know one time Robert
okay.
said I don't know how many months to train, but it was like very little, few months. And Robert's like, "Are you sure
Yes.
you should be doing that?" And I was like, "Oh, now the challenge is on. You're questioning if I should do this. I'm doing it now. Like I just need someone to do that to me every
You're
day, and
gonna
I'll
do
do
it. You're gonna
everything
do it.
right." And some of us,
That's it.
some of us
As
have,
long if somebody say you can,
yes, yes. So some of us have these habits that we can develop when we get that terror of making the wrong decision. Maybe some of you are the type that waffles back and forth,
yes,
that you become paralyzed by the self doubt, and then you're changing that decision over and over and over again. Maybe some of you are the type that will make decisions hastily without thinking or feeling into them, but just so you can escape the discomfort and get the darn thing over with already. And then if those two don't fit you, then maybe you're the type that is afraid
yeah.
to pick one thing because you're scared that you're missing out on another. And it becomes an all or nothing, trying to do everything. Listen, listen, guys, deciding is
And
free.
Pamela,
Yes.
on I guess something that you're saying, and I call just prioritizing. So many times, women, we have so many gifts and talents, but we need to pray to find out which one is the most important, most urgent, because we can be jackies of all trades and masters of none. So now you have 10 things, and I want the viewers to watch this. You have 10 fingers. Now, you're stressing by the time you complete 5. Now, sit your little self down and ask God, God, did you tell me to do all 10? Normally, God probably told you to do 4 things, but because of your wants or your needs or whatever's in your mind, you're saying, I want to do all 10. You are the one that's stressing yourselves out. Stress is a killer. Pull it back, look at your life, and ask yourself, what is it that God called me to do? I guarantee you, if you ask that question, you're going to get an answer, and you're going to be happier doing it God's way than all over the place trying to do 10 things, not accomplishing and finishing anything. Because, like Pamela said, once you start something, you shouldn't stop. Go ahead and finish it. But it can be challenging trying to do more than what God called you to do. And we all can do this. And we all have tried it. It don't work. It don't work for a long time. So let's start over. Erase it and let's start over. And let's be happy. That's the whole idea. Let's be happy, you all. Heaven on earth.
Yes. So the deciding is a freedom, guys. Deciding is freedom. Indecision is
Yeah.
torture. And torture.
Ooh.
Hey, Josie, welcome in. Good to see you, Josie. And when I say that indecision is
Hey,
torture,
Josie.
it is definitely torture for my husband when I'm indecisive. Indecision, and I'm just talking about dinner. We're not talking about anything major. But indecision causes us to stay stuck in our boundaries of what's safe and familiar. Common trait of successful people is that they make decisions quickly and change them slowly. That doesn't mean that they knew exactly what to do
Wow.
in the moment, but they immediately faced the decision head on and started working through the decision making process, whatever that may look like. Phyllis, are you a quick decision maker?
Yes.
Are you a quick decision maker?
No, I think I used to be. No, I am not. I think I used to be, but I try to use a little more wisdom, a little bit more patient, and say, okay, I want to get it right. Let me slow it down a bit. Yes. But in my before life, yes.
If you're one that needs to sleep on a decision or mull it over a decision, give yourself a deadline. Don't leave it open for you to decide and risk waking up 20, 30, 40 years later, finally sure of what to do, because the opportunity has probably already passed you by. If you're one that
Yes.
makes quick decisions, practice tuning into your intuition. Get quiet, listen for and
Mhm.
feel into the answer.
Yes.
DoYouFeelMe.com? Yes. I love your website. I love the website name. Do you feel me? I love it. The other one that I'm committed to working on with Robert and I for dinner, you know, the famous question, what do you want to do for dinner? And that I'm going to work on erasing the phrase, I don't know, from my vocabulary. And he's probably going, yeah, right in there right now. But in my business or my own goals or things I want to accomplish, I want to erase that phrase of I don't know and replace it with I'll know what to do soon enough. And
Yes.
number three is eliminate the negotiation process. Decisions are not up for negotiations. Our decisions must be airtight, watertight, stupid tight, because excuses will seep through any cracks it can find, and it'll do it before we even know that we're
Yes.
doing it. Decide. Hey, Kathy, sweet, welcome
Yes.
in. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Deciding is the whole
Hey,
point, and
Kathy.
that you stop wasting time and you move forward. Deciding is not about spending time looking in your
Yes.
rearview mirror and wondering, did I make the right decision? Or how you're going to get out and making this decision that you just made. Stay present. Don't look backwards when you make your decision. When you're focused and zeroed in, you got those blinders on, and one decision that you have made, you're not going um, and when you zero in on the decision that you've made, you're not going to go to the gym and question, well, should I be here or should I just go home? You're not going to go home and say, well, did I make the right decision? Maybe I shouldn't do it that way. It's not open for negotiation. Um, you're not going to negotiate the decision you made about whether or not to do it. You already decided. So, Phyllis, do you
Yes.
negotiate with decisions that you are making for yourself? Do you negotiate with yourself, or do you just say, nope, I'm going to do it. I'm doing it.
I laugh because I've been in both of those positions before, thinking about, okay, I'm going to do this, and then saying, well, maybe next time, and then it passes me by, and then I'll say, okay, I'm not going to do that next time. I don't want to miss anything, but I do know for a fact what's for me is for me, no matter what it looks like. So when I say I actually missed it, I didn't need that. It was something else God had for me. I didn't need that. But I try my best to not rush, not be hasty into making decisions, being still, knowing that God has me, and knowing that I shouldn't move unless I know without a shadow or a doubt that He told me to go to that particular school, or He told me to go visit that particular neighborhood or that particular business venture. I got to know it without a shadow of doubt.
Yes, yes. Number 4, stick like glue. When the author, Jen Sincero, when she wrote for an entrepreneurial magazine, she would ask the successful business owners what the secret was to their success. And she said overwhelmingly, it was tenacity. being the last person standing. Wear down your obstacles and excuses, wear down your fears, wear down your doubts until they're finally like, good grief, it's you again. Birthing a dream that you have is like giving birth. If y'all recall Phyllis saying that earlier, it's just like giving birth. It goes through the exact same process as someone getting pregnant. The description the author gives in the book is very fitting. But just like when a woman gives birth to a child, having that dream that you have, the decision that you made to do something and go for it, it will all of a sudden become like a full-blown miracle right before your eyes. Hey, Stephanie, welcome in. Good to see you. To change the thought process,
Hi, Stephanie.
to have change your life and start living a new one that is unfamiliar, that you can be uncomfortable at times, your faith in miracles and the faith in yourself, it must be greater than your fear. You have to be willing to fall down, get back up, dust your knees off, put on your big girl panties, as Phyllis said. You have to be willing to look stupid, cry, laugh, make a downright mess of yourself, and then clean it up and not stop until you get there, no matter what. Number 5.
Pam.
Yes.
I tell ladies and guys when I'm speaking to them, I tell them, learn to laugh at yourself. Don't take it too serious, because some days you're going to want to scream. You're going to need to scream. So I'm in my house sometimes, just screaming like a crazy person. And Byron will walk in and he'll say, well, what's wrong? Whew, I just needed to get it out. It's out. And start doing whatever you need to do. But don't let that scream, whatever the scream is, don't let it just capsize in your abdomen and that's it, like a balloon. No, you want to get it out. And you mentioned a few minutes ago, Pamela, about looking in that rear view mirror. Sometimes I'm driving and I glance in the back and I start visualizing. And sometimes a person can say, "Oh, I wished I could have, shoulda." Nope. Forget about that. If you ever look in that mirror, glance just for a few minutes.
You're there. Can you hear me?
All right. Come on.
Can you hear me?
It's gonna be okay.
Can you hear me, Phyllis? She was just about to make a really good point there, and I wanted her to finish it. Talk about looking in that rearview mirror. Don't be staring into it. You glance into that rearview mirror. While we wait for her to come back to finish that sentence, because I really want her to share it. Number 5, guys, in the 5 tips that she gives us in the book. Can you hear me? But number 5 is to love yourself. You can do anything. All right, guys. Phyllis, can you hear me?
Okay.
Can you hear me? Oh no, I want her to finish that sentence. Can you hear me? Oh, dang it. So Sorry, guys. We've had some technical difficulties tonight. That's okay.
It's okay.
She's
It's
smiling.
okay.
All right. I can hear you. All right. I want you to finish what you were saying about the rearview mirror.
Okay, now you're looking in that rear view mirror. At first, you were so upset because you saw your past. Now I want you to look back there just for a few minutes, glance back there and say, wow, look at me now. Look how far God has brought me. And then you quit looking back there. Again, you have to look at it as a stepping stone. But if you go back there and look too long, you can get lost, you can get mad, you'll become depressed and angry and just stop. So it's okay every now and then to glance back there and say, wow, woo, I remember when. You mean I did what? That's in the past. That's in the past. And keep on moving forward.
Yes. And I mean, all y'all will remember, always tell Harley, my youngest, girl, have your pity party, get it out of your system, and then get
Yes.
your butt up and go, and as Phyllis shared earlier, like Phyllis was having issues earlier today, and then my oldest daughter, Shelby, was in a wreck this afternoon, and so I had to go and just be there for her. I mean, she's okay. The car is drivable. But Emma was in a car with her, so I just had to see them to know that they were okay. And then Harley's got some issues going on, and I'm just like, all right, devil, back off, because we're doing this tonight. Technical issues and everything. We are doing this tonight. Back off, because we're doing this. So, but thank you guys for your patience and dealing with us while we've been dealing with the technical difficulties. I'm just glad that y'all are still hanging in there with us. Phyllis, is there anything else that you want to cover that we haven't already covered?
Well, yes, I want to talk a little bit about your beautiful daughter. When I first met Haley, she had this glow about herself and she was sticking close to you like glue. So for individuals that's watching, when you have those adult children, sometimes it may seem like, oh my goodness, what really happened? Just keep on praying and keep on loving on them. Keep on supporting that God within them. And sometimes in your prayer, pray that God send them angels to watch over them, because every day won't be easy for you to encourage your own.
Yes.
So again, I just applaud your daughter. Just watching her from afar, she is a strong, blessed young lady, and just hanging with you. Oh, the best is yet to come for her. Yes, it is.
Amen. All right, guys. Well, that was the end of the topic. Phyllis, I want to thank you for coming on with me tonight. I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy day. And thank you guys for being here and supporting not only myself, but also Phyllis. Go to doyoufeelme.com and get your book, Girl Power. Show it to you better so you can see it here. Get your Girl Power book on. I don't know. Do you sign all the books that you hand out?
I sign every last book. So if you go to doyoufeelme.com, when you get your book, it's going to be autographed. If you happen to go ahead and go to Amazon.com or all of these other places that sell the book, all you have to do is get in touch with yours truly. And I promise you, we will make it happen. I'm going to autograph that book. But you got to promise me one thing. I need you to take a selfie with the book, okay? I don't ask for a whole lot, but I do ask for that. And even in closing, Pamela, I want to tell everybody, with our group, Friend Girls in the Rock, is open for Christian women. Come check us out this coming Saturday. You all, I needed to relax, and I wanted to relax over some tea. So we're going to have a tea party this Saturday, and it's going to be a tea party with books and conversation. Ooh, we're going to have a ball. So if you want to know more information about that, reach out. I guess in the comments, they can say something or call me. Let me give you my number. 501
Hey, hold on.
563 08.
Wait, 501.
501 563 0861.
Woo, look at
Call
her giving
me
that
direct.
out.
They say it's business. Call me.
So again, guys, I mean, it is such an uplifting book to read. It's enjoyable. It's easy to read. It's just again, I can't say enough. It is so inspiring to read these women's background and where they are in life and everything. It's just wonderful. So there you go. And I was going to say, because I bought my book when Phyllis did the Little Rocks or at the state capitol, and I was like, oh, I totally forgot to get her to sign my book. I was like, I'm going to have to get her to sign it. And then I just happened to open it, and I went, well, looky there. She's already signed it. Well, I was happy. It's signed. I got it. All right, guys. Tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Central, Selena will be back on with me. We're going to be back with you again. And speaking of tea, I will be bringing some of the teas that I've been teasing you guys with for a while. So that I'm going to bring some of that tomorrow night to share with you guys, to sell to you guys. This weekend was a huge hit with the tea. And so now that that's out of the way, I can open it up and bring to you guys what I've got left. So some of you have secretly already gotten some tea, but that's okay. Wednesday night, Tammy and I will be, Dream Chaser and I will be back on at 7:30 p.m. By the way, guys, her grandson is making an amazing recovery. He still has a ways to go, guys, but his mom posted a video on Facebook today of him walking from his bed to a chair out in the hallway. This guy is a living miracle, like for everything that he went through, like it just blows my mind. So continue to pray for him. God is doing an amazing thing in that young man's life. So, cool. Not cool. Dream Chaser, Tammy and I, we will be on Wednesday night at 7:30 p.m. Central. So don't miss that. I'm sure Tammy will have a lot to share with you guys then too. And then Thursday night, Cool Ranch and I will be back at 7:30 p.m. Central as well. So thank you again, guys. Thank you, Phyllis. Phyllis, any last words? Because I know you're a woman of many words. Any last words you want to share?
I just want to say again, thank you for allowing me to be in your presence tonight, and for all of the viewers, because we could have been doing so many other things, but they took time out to be with us tonight. Thank you, everybody, from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it.
Yes. All right. So we'll have to bring Phyllis back again. We'll have something else to talk to you guys about, I'm sure. So, all right, guys, you go out there and make the almighty decision to do something, and let's do this thing. Good night, guys.
Yes. Good night, everybody.